Yep, this is you, a cog in the machine. It's not just a feeling, it's a fact. But I don't think it's a bad thing. We are part of this massive system, and each one of us has a crucial role to keep this machine running smoothly. I know the corporate vision, mission, and all the narratives and the pep talks, they want to make you believe that you are more than just a cog in the system. But deep down, you know that you are just a cog in the system. And the reason that deep down you know that, this is what makes you feel frustrated and a bit of like, oh, when it comes to work. Because we got so wrapped up in this idea of let me build a career and let me be somebody. But that somebody is one of this. And you just so identify yourself with being one of this cog, and you want to be the most important cog. You want to be the most recognized cog. But guess what? You are just playing one of the roles that keeps the entire system running. By wanting to be the most important cog in the system, you literally identify your worth, and you tie your worth to how well you fit into this machine. And this is why you are suffering, because you lost sight. And this is why change don't happen in organizations either. The machine or the cog system is built in a way that you, as one cog, you don't get to see the whole system. You only get to see the cogs around you, and you can respond accordingly and as necessary. Every cog has its role, and its role is decided by the person who programmed the machine. That person has decided per design that this is what that particular cog must do for the machine to work. An attempt to do something differently would impact the entire system. Unfortunately, by design, the cog cannot see that. So the cog thinks, I could do this differently with the same result, or even a better result. Why don't they let me do it? The cog also thinks that none of this makes any sense. Why do we keep doing this? So the cog, as it was taught, start going around, influence up and down, and images that it will work because we've been taught like that. The cog manages to get all the other cogs to see what is happening, and they can together make that change. However, nothing is changes. Why not? Because the programmer of the system is not there. It's not their job to run on their own. They are programmed, and the programmer has decided by design at the beginning, this is your role, you cannot do anything. But then you would think, okay, but the management can decide, right? But the management is also in this very closed circuit. And the managers' roles are really, they are just the operators. They are the higher management, and they operate the machine. They are not in charge of the programming. They cannot change roles of the cogs. So when the system breaks down, the higher management's job is to fix it. And the programmer will say, the system works by program, you just need to fix the mechanic. And so they keep doing it. And there will be no change in the cog system as long as the programmer is not there. And then we cannot convince cogs, the programmer to reprogram the system based on new roles and new responsibilities. So be the cog. Be a cog in the system. Be a very good cog. But take on this role very proudly. But don't get caught up, and don't make yourself believe that you can actually make a difference or a change, because you are not talking to the programmer.